Welcome to BevQuery. This should only take a few minutes, so let's get right into it. First things first, you'll need to register for an account after you finish watching this video, which you can do at the BevQuery website under where it says Sign Up. The registration form requires an activation code, which you'll see later in this video. Note that we issue one account per physical retail location, but you can have as many users on the same account as you want, so multiple employees can use the app simultaneously. Once we do set up your account, you'll get two emails. One is a welcome note, and the other is an invite to create your password. That second email comes from noreply@bevquery.com, but heads up, sometimes it ends up trapped by spam filters, so if you get one email and not the other, please check your spam box. Once you create a password, you'll be redirected to the login screen, which you can also get to from bevquery.com. But most retailers use the BevQuery app, which is available as a free download in the app stores. The app is popular because you can use it without leaving a customer's side, as well as the push notifications, which we'll cover in a minute. Alright, with all that admin stuff behind us, let's take a look at how this thing works. When you first log into BevQuery, you'll be directed to the main screen. Your first time in, it'll be empty. Let's take a quick tour. That plus sign in the upper right-hand corner is how you create a new query. Since that's what you're going to do the most, let's dive right into that. Creating a query is simple. You first search for the producer or brand. And that already brings us to our first tip. Domestic producers typically display their names on the front label loud and proud. But European labels in particular can sometimes be tricky. Rather than putting the producer's name on the front, they'll put what we call a fanciful name on the front label. These fanciful names only occasionally appear in the database, so you're better off searching for the producer's name. If it's not on the front label, it should be on the back. As you type letters into the brand search, the system will give you all close matches to what you're searching for. If the brand you're looking for does not appear in the list of options, it isn't registered for distribution in your location. Once you do find the brand you're looking for, select it, then select the vintage if it matters to you. And finally, you can't submit a query without detailing the specific product you're looking for. Here's where you'd input Chardonnay or Bordeaux Blanc or whatever specific product you're looking for. This is so that the distributors know what you're looking for, and so our queries are for real products. So please don't put garbage in that field. Thanks for your cooperation on this. Finally, that last field for customer contact information is optional and for your convenience, so you can tell which queries correspond to which customer requests. Occasionally, a brand will be registered to more than one distributor in the same location. When that happens, the system will show you the names of the distributors so that you can select which one to route the query to. Here's a helpful hint. Participating distributors supply data directly to BevQuery, so when given the option, always select the participating distributor as it's more accurate. Okay. Once you submit a query, two things happen simultaneously. First, the system will tell you which distributor is listed as representing the producer that you searched for. And second, if the distributor has an account on BevQuery, the query will be routed to a representative at the distributor so that they can respond with pricing and availability information. Back to the main screen again. When a distributor responds to a query, it'll appear in your Awaiting My Action screen. Tap on a query to see the detail and take action. In the query details screen, if you scroll down, you'll see the price, how much they have in inventory, and any comments that they've added. As far as actions to take, you have three options. First, you can place the order now. This just means that you want to place the order through BevQuery and have the items added to your next scheduled delivery from that distributor. This will send your order for whatever quantity you specify back to the distributor. They, in turn, will send a confirmation of the order through the system. Next is Place Order with Rep. Many retailers prefer to order through their reps rather than through the system. That's great, so this button just means that you'll order it through your rep. Won't send a notification to anyone, but we'll remove it from your queue and will help us track how many sales are flowing through BevQuery, which is pretty important for us to have. Finally, Withdraw Query means that the query isn't resulting in an order and you just want it out of your queue. This will record that your query did not result in an order. Use any of these to keep your primary screen clutter-free. And a quick note on that. Using BevQuery will be a lot easier if you keep your main screen clean. For items marked as unavailable or confirmed, just use the Archive button. Next, we've got a pretty sweet feature that will save you a lot of typing and speed up interaction with your customers. The Share icon at the top of the query detail screen will let you share the contents of the query via email or text message. Selecting either option will copy the query detail into your message in its entirety. Also on the main screen is what we call the hamburger. Tapping on this will display a new menu of options that we'll be adding to over time. For now, most important of this is price books. Participating distributors can have their books posted here for easy access. Note, this will grow over time. At the top of the main screen, you'll also find a drop-down menu of different filters. The default filter will always show any items that are awaiting your action. But you can toggle to other filters if you want to look at past queries. If you typically leave the app open on this screen, you'll want to use that refresh button right next to the drop-down menu to display responses to your queries. Otherwise, the app will notify you via audible and visual push notification. And the app icon will tell you when you've got items awaiting your action without having to open the app. Note, anytime you open the app, this number will reset back to 0. Occasionally, you'll receive invites. Invites can be used to communicate a wide range of different messages, including closeout promos, tasting events, or system notifications. If you'd rather not get offers or announcements from distributors, we can block your account from receiving those. Please note that that's a premium feature and carries a fee with it. Another premium feature is silent queries. If you'd rather that distributors not get your queries, we can silence and block your queries so that the system will tell you who the distributor is, but doesn't route any queries to those distributors. Please let us know if you're interested in either of these by contacting us. We're pretty close to done here, but take a second to write down that activation code. As mentioned earlier, you'll need that for your registration form. Finally, just a couple more quick items. As you begin to use BevQuery, you're going to have questions, and that's okay, so don't hesitate to reach out to us with whatever it is that you need. But by far the most frequent question that we get from retailers is, why aren't you charging us for this? In asking this, they recognize that there's someone behind the scenes putting a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and money into creating and keeping BevQuery running. We want to keep delivering the terrific functionality that helps you in your day-to-day business. So please take a second to visit bevquery.com/help. Whatever you choose to do, we appreciate it. Most importantly, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by phone or by email. Welcome aboard, and thanks for being part of the ever-growing BevQuery community. Cheers!